Welcome to Small Business E-volution. I am Nontobeko Gumede. We've reached the end of Women's Month, and this year's theme was accelerating socio-economic opportunities for women's empowerment. Paymenow, a financial wellness and inclusion platform, suggests that earned wage access solution might be the remedy that we need. Paymenow's head of marketing, Denise Neethling, joins me in studio to discuss the EWA solution in more depth and how you can implement it as a strategy in your business. Denise, thank you so much for joining us. Can you please just take us through the Paymenow service offering and how did you end up in the fintech space?
Definitely. Good morning, Nontobeko. It's wonderful to be on your show and to talk to you, as you say, as we stand at the end of Women's Month, and we're looking at giving equal opportunity to, amongst other things, financial wellness. And that's exactly where Paymenow comes in. As an earned wage access platform, Paymenow enables our users to get access to wages that they've already earned before payday. Now, the reason we do that is we live in a society where we have daily expenses. If you look at our country, if you use public transport, you need cash in hand every single day. However, our payroll system works month to month, and therein lies the divide. So Paymenow bridges that gap for our users, and like I said, for female users who use our platform, because just by the way, statistics in South Africa show that almost 42% of households are female run, which means they're the breadwinners. So they're in dire need of funds during the course of the month to care for their families and to take care of unexpected costs and emergencies. And we don't want them to have to turn to debt or loan sharks to have to cover these. Rather, let's keep them empowered. Let's keep them in control of their financial wellness through access to their earned wages. They've worked for it. They've deserved it. And we allow them the access and the right to use it instead of having to turn to debt and spiral into that situation.
A very interesting platform that forces women to have more control over their earned wages. And Denise, can you just take us through the response or the feedback that you've had from your clientele, which I can presume that have been mostly women?
We have had such great response from our clients. We've implemented so many clients onto our platform with hundreds of thousands of transactions that's been done. We look at our stats also to see that our female users are using the platform to access their earned wages, but also Paymenow offers value-added services in the form of vouchers for necessity products. These are specifically grocery vouchers, airtime, and data vouchers. And because Paymenow is a data-free platform, meaning you don't need any data on your phone in order to use the platform.
Very interesting.
You can access it, yes, very much so. We want to remove any access barrier to this financial wellness platform. That's where we at. We're in the game of giving you the power. So we don't want there to be anything that is keeping you from accessing those funds. So we've seen from our statistics that females using Paymenow mostly use the app for cash outs, and then secondly for vouchers for groceries, airtime, and data. So we've seen a massive response. We did an impact survey with an external company called 60 Decibel, where we asked our users, anonymously asked them, what is the impact that Paymenow has had on your lives? And mostly females have responded that they are less likely to borrow money on the informal sector having had access to Paymenow, which means that proves straight from the horse's mouth that we are empowering them to not have to turn to these exploitative sections or exploitative industries anymore. We're putting them in control. And in that way, like you say, focusing on Women's Month, we are putting the power back in their hands with Paymenow, allowing them to be in control of their financial wellness.
It seems like, employers aren't really, or they don't need to be stressing about the costs when it comes to offering it to their employees. So as a business, how do you make money from this platform?
Nontobeko, let me just stress, like you said, there's absolutely no cost involved for an employer to partner with Paymenow. We're a B2B2C company, so we have to be implemented with your company in order for your employees to have access to Paymenow. That's for various reasons, safety being the best of it. We integrate with your payroll in order to be able to, we are the enabler, you remain in control. There's no cost implications to using Paymenow for the employer. For the user, there is a small fee when you do a cash out. You can choose between an immediate cash out or a 24-hour cash out. There'll be a small fee attached to that, but I promise you, Paymenow is 10 times cheaper than a loan. There's no interest that is charged on the money. It's simply an advance on money you were going to earn at the end of the month that we give you access to now. So it's a on-demand pay platform, and the fees are exceptionally low. It's just to process these transactions. But otherwise, we also offer you financial education modules free of charge on the app, and vouchers, like I said, free of any fees to enable you to buy groceries, airtime, electricity, anything like that.
Can you just share, outside of the cost, the cost factor that employers can really benefit from, what are other benefits of this model for employers, and how they can go about accessing it, if you can just share more?
Definitely. Nontobeko, first and foremost, it really improves your employee value proposition. You are offering this to your employees to simply look after their wellness. Yes, whilst there's no cost involved for you to implement with Paymenow, there's also no kickback other than the fact that you are putting your people back in control of their financial situation. You are enabling them to concentrate on work and be productive at the office, and not to have this financial stress or worry about how am I going to pay my loan back. So you are offering as an employee assistance program. This can completely form part of your employee assistance program, because that is exactly what you're doing. You're assisting them in becoming more financially free and resilient. You're allowing them to stay in control and not be a victim to these debt spirals that we see so often. So that's one of the main things, and also it increases their loyalty towards you. When an employee knows that my employer are looking after me just because they care and not because of any other reason or kickback or financial gain, then it allows your employees to stay with your company. They will stay with you because you look after them. So it's really just improving that relationship between employer and employee. We want to boost that. And like I said, yes, we're focusing on female empowerment, but through Paymenow, we want to empower all of our users, put all of them back in control and back in the driver's seat, driving their own financial well-being.
Well, thank you very much, Denise, for just sharing that insight on how employers and employees can grow a stronger relationship through, just thinking of smarter ways of saving money.
They can go onto our website, paymenow.app, or they can follow us on LinkedIn, send us a message. We'd love to connect with anybody who's interested in implementing this amazing, caring and financial inclusion and lifeline to your people to help us take South Africa and Mzansi's people to the next level when it comes to financial well-being.
Well, that was Paymenow's Chief Head of Marketing, Denise Neethling, offering insights on how their earned wage access solution